Hello everyone, it's Misha from Just Some Ideas. So I wanted to show you a video on how I reorganize my refrigerator. As you can see, it's a KitchenAid side-by-side refrigerator. It's pretty big. So what I did was I went to the Dollar Tree and I purchased several Dollar Tree bins, and then I had some shoe bins and then a couple other things that I already had, but I went ahead and used those to reorganize my refrigerator and freezer. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I still have small kids. My youngest is 4, and somehow whenever I buy things of value, well, not necessarily of value, but when I buy nicer things, they always tend to get broken. So a lot of that stuff I have to keep up high or keep it in cabinets where no one can reach it. So to reorganize this refrigerator, I didn't want to go there. So I'll show you what I did and the bins that I bought from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so this is what I did to my refrigerator door. I'll give you an overview. Okay, so what I did was I used my label maker to go ahead and I put labels so every member of my family will know what goes where, and there's no confusion as to where they need to put things back. And I will tell you, I've had this system in place for probably about 2 weeks now, and it has worked wonders. I mean, before, my refrigerator and freezer, things would get lost, you couldn't find it, and it was just a hot mess. But now, my kids, they're putting everything back where it belongs, and they're even where I have the water and the soda. What I told them, when you take one out, you replace one. So what they're doing is when they drink one water or soda, they'll replace it with another one. So this system has worked amazing. So I'm giving it a big thumbs up. All right. So as you can see at the top, I used my label maker, and I just have at the top of the refrigerator butter, whipping cream, and then I have a small jar of jelly, and then my husband has some medication up there in the top. That's all I keep at the top of the refrigerator door. On the next shelf, everything that's milk related. So I have a gallon of milk, I have my almond breeze, and then I have some coffee creamer on that shelf. And then if you go to the next shelf, you'll see where I keep all the juices. I have the Kool-Aid juice, the V8, and some orange juice, and that's labeled. And then you go on the next shelf, it's labeled water and sodas. And then if you go further down, I have all my condiments. Well, that's not all of them, that's just some of them. But these are the main ones that we use on a daily basis. I have another refrigerator in my garage, my older refrigerator that came with the house when we purchased this house. So I didn't want to give that one away because it still worked. I just didn't like it anymore. So I use that one for excess. So anything that I have of excess, I put it out there in that refrigerator freezer. So this is what it looks like with the labels and with it being organized. All right, so I'll show you what the inside of the refrigerator looks like. I have to stand back some because it's pretty. Okay, so this is what the inside of the refrigerator looks like. As you can see, I use my label maker also to label the bins that are in there. I'll give you a quick overview. Don't mind the tape. I have to take that off the refrigerator. I still haven't taken it off, but I will do that. It came like that when I bought the refrigerator several years ago. I just never took it off. But at the top shelf, everything pretty much dairy is at the top. So we have some eggs, and then I have this basket that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and I keep any type of yogurt in there. And then this one over next to it is just a miscellaneous basket. I'll probably put just miscellaneous. So I got sour cream and a couple other little knickknacks in there. But yeah, the yogurt bin is very easy. I'm loving these bins with the handles. They're very easy. My daughter, she can get up there and get it, and everybody else. But all my yogurt is organized in there. Also, I want to show you the liner that I'm using. Hold on one second. So this liner that's in here, I purchased that from the Dollar Tree, and it's actually contact paper. So I just went ahead and I lined my top of my shelf, and it's very smooth, and it's holding up pretty well inside the refrigerator. And it's easy to wipe it down. So if you have any spills in your refrigerator, you can go ahead and just wipe it off, and it'll be simple and easy. Also, I am loving this egg carton. What it was is that I purchased some brown eggs, and it came in a carton like this. And then what I did, instead of throwing the carton out, I just went ahead and kept it. So I use it whenever I go out and I buy eggs, and I use it. What I love about it was that, you know, I didn't spend any extra money, just the eggs that came in it originally. And when we run low on eggs, it's easy for me to see, you know. So anything that's in plain view makes it very easy. And that's why I love this system, because I can tell when we're running low on things. And also, as you can see, there's not an overabundance of stuff inside this refrigerator. So let's go on to the next shelf. On the next shelf, I just have, I made 2 bins for leftovers. So as I cook dinner, we rarely have leftovers, or if we do, we have a little bit. But when we do, I just go ahead and I put it in this bin, and they're labeled leftovers. So that's the only thing that goes on this shelf are my leftovers. And then also in this bin, what I do at the end of the night before I go to bed, tomorrow's dinner, whatever it is that I'm going to cook for tomorrow, meat-wise, I go ahead and I prep it. So I season it, let it marinate overnight, and then in the morning when I get up, I either put it in my crock pot if it's something I'm going to use a crock pot for, or if it's something that's quick and easy, when I come home from work, I just pop it into the oven. So I'm loving this idea for tomorrow's dinner. I thought that was a great idea to have a bin just to put things in for tomorrow's dinner. And then we'll move on to the next drawer. It has cheeses and deli meats. So I'll open that and let you see how I organize that. Oh, hold on one second. It's this thing. Hold on. So in the deli drawer, I just have cheeses, and I have some deli meats. I have some bacon. I had some turkey meat. I have to get more. They killed it. And then I also have some sweet and spicy sausage. Also, that's my refrigerator. Whenever you leave the door open too long, it alarms. So let me close the door, and then I will finish showing you the rest of the refrigerator. Okay, so on the next shelf, I have all the fruits. So what I started doing, what I never did before, what I do now is when I buy fruit and I bring it home from the grocery store, I just go ahead and wash it, rinse it, and then I go ahead and put it in sandwich or snack bags. So far, I've been doing this, like I said, for about 2 weeks, and it's working amazing. So, and the best part I like about these bins is like they were made for my refrigerator door. They fit perfectly. So they're the same bins as these with the handles like this. That's what I have in my drawer right here. They fit perfect. So yeah, this has been working amazing. My husband likes to take lunch to work, so he can just come and he grab whatever he needs, or snacks or whatever. So I recommend, if you haven't done this before, I recommend you do it. It works very well. And then this is what I do with the veggie drawer. So right here at the bottom is where we store all our veggies. I also started grouping those inside of Ziploc bags and everything. And some of the stuff, not everything, but some of it I have. Like I have some celery right here that I cut up and washed. I have some cilantro. I have some tomatoes, some onions. And then I also have some bell pepper. That's what's in that Ziploc bag that's been cut up. And then I have a whole bell pepper that has not been cut up yet. And then I have some pre-washed salad and some more pepper. So what we used to do, I used to just throw everything, keep everything inside the grocery store bags, and we used to just throw it in the bottom of the drawer. And that didn't work so well because we would forget stuff. Stuff would go old before we could see it. So now that we started doing this, this works amazing. Let me give you one more last view of the refrigerator, an overall view. And like I said before, since I have that second refrigerator, they're pretty much about the same size. I don't keep too much. I don't put too much stuff in this refrigerator. The bulk of my stuff is in that refrigerator out in the garage. And as we run out, I just I transfer it over to this one. All right, so I'll show you what the freezer looks like now. Okay, so here's the freezer. Let me give you an overview of that. And I'll show you my refrigerator door, the freezer door. Okay, so for the freezer, I pretty much did a similar system. I went ahead and I put everything in bins. On the top bin is where I store all our breakfast, anything that's frozen and is breakfast related. So like pancakes, waffles, toaster strudels, that kind of stuff goes in that bin. And then I have another bin that's behind this one. It's empty. Oh, is it empty? No, it's not empty. I actually have another bin behind that one where I store all the ice cream bars, like popsicles. My family really don't eat too many ice cream bars and stuff like that, so I just went ahead and stashed it behind there. And then I had 2 pints of half quarts or whatever they are of ice cream. Also, let me show you these mats right here. So on the freezer, what I did, these placemats right here, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard to hold this, but this came from the Dollar Tree also, and these are cutting boards, cutting mats. So I went ahead and I put these inside the freezer, and they're holding up very well. So it makes it very easy for this basket with the handle to slide in and out. I'll show you real quick. Just getting caught up in there. So what we do, if we need something, it slides right out smoothly, except for this thing that's sticking up. But other than that, it slides out perfectly. I just have to push that down. All right, so on the next shelf, I keep veggies. So anything veggie related, frozen veggies go on this shelf. And then I also have another basket behind that one. It's empty, but I'll show you anyway. I gotta lift this up. Back there's another basket that I have stashed back there. And then here, I keep any type of cheeses. Whenever I have an excess of cheese and I need to freeze it so it doesn't go bad, I just keep it in there. And then I labeled everything using my label maker. And then on the next shelf, I just keep bread. So what I do is I'll buy a lot of breads from the Dollar Tree so they don't go bad. I go ahead and I freeze them, you know, so they don't go get old or mold or whatever. And then I keep the bread in my pantry. So when I check that daily or every other day, if it's low or the bread is gone, then I'll pull another one out of here and just thaw it out. So yeah, I have that bin for the bread, and then I have just a random, the Reese's. These are some giant Reese's peanut butter cups that I have. I had nowhere to put them, so I just put them right there. And then on the next drawer, I keep meats on this one. So in this drawer, I have fish and chicken. Let me see if I can pull this out. Yep, all right. So I keep any type of frozen fish there, and I have it labeled. And then I also keep any type of chicken. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's down below. So I stack them up on top of each other. Maybe you can see it through the door. And nope, it's kind of hard to see it. Oh, there we go. I have that labeled chicken. I don't know if you can see that with the frost on it, but yeah. So that's what I keep there. And then on the next drawer, I have pork and beef. So I have the beef at the top and the pork at the bottom. So, and then also another thing that I did is I took out a lot of the ground beef. I went ahead and stored it in these Ziploc baggies. So that way, you know, it'll stay fresh. And then I have hamburger meat in that other Ziploc bag that I took out of its packaging. So I never used to take my meat out of the packaging. I just started doing that recently, and it's working amazing. So from now on, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going back to just throwing it in there with the box. I'm going to start putting it in the packaging, label it, date it, so I'll know, you know, what goes what when it expires. So what I do, we'll use the stuff here first before we take the stuff from out of the freezer in the garage. All right, and then in the door I just have some Ore-Ida French fries and diced potatoes. And then also at the top, my ice maker isn't working right now. I need to get a new sensor for it. But what I do is just keep ice packs in there for now. So this is both of the doors open, what it looks like. I am like pleasantly pleased because it's so neat, organized, and everything has a place. Also, just wanted to give you a quick tip. If you're in the market for a refrigerator and you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can do what I did. What I did was several years ago, I went to the outlet stores, actually Sears outlet, where they have scratch and dent appliances, and they give you a drastic discount off of the appliances. So there's nothing wrong with the appliances. It just has one little tiny flaw, and most of the time the flaws you won't even see them. So with this refrigerator, when I purchased it, the flaw that it had was on the handles. Let me see if you can see. You probably can't even see it. It has a couple scratches on the handle. See those scratches right there? Right there. That was it. That was the only thing that was wrong with this refrigerator. It was brand spanking new. It had all the paper and everything. It still had the tape, as you can see when I opened it up. I haven't even taken that off, but brand spanking new. That was the only flaw with this refrigerator. And you will not believe how much I paid for it several years ago. I paid for this refrigerator out the door $700. And this refrigerator, if I would have bought it full price, was going about $1,500 just for this refrigerator. So that may be a place you might want to look if you're in the market to purchase some major appliances. All right, well, that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching the video. And if you have any questions or if you want to see something else, feel free to hit me up. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.